and turned up the lamp when I saw her in the light. Well, hello there. I'm Al. I'm reading George Orwell. It's such an interesting book.
George Orwell. Thank you, MJ.
But sometimes there are tons and tons of new words. Sometimes it's so frustrating. I don't even want to pick up the book. So, how should I read a book to improve my English effectively? Well, first of all, you need to find a book at the appropriate level. It's like playing video games. If you've never played the game and you choose the insane difficulty mode, of course you're not going to survive for long. You're just going to kill your motivation the most brutal way possible.
You people have not given Private Pyle the proper motivation!
Yeah. So open the book in the store and read 2 random pages, and if you found from 1 to 3 to 5 new words, buy the book, don't hesitate, it's what you need. But if you found more, don't do that. Only if you like crying under the blanket. Well, if you're a beginner, not only a beginner though, I recommend reading stories for children with predictable, repetitive texts. They are the best for learning basic instructions. But if you're watching this video, you're not a beginner, right? So probably you want to read some graded reader. It's very easy to choose the right level for you. Well, if you're more an advanced student, you probably want to read something from modern writers, like my favorite Stephen King. Well, if you're at a god level of English, you want to try reading Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, or Catch-22. Once you've got the book, find yourself an online dictionary and an app or a notebook to write down new words to come back to them later. Next, every time you open the book, you're going to start reading it in the detailed mode. Now read 5 or 6 sentences and find a new word. If you find a lot more new words, then probably it's not your level. Come on, man!
You have to stop torturing yourself.
So when you find a new word, write it down and check its pronunciation. You can do it in your favorite English to English dictionary, or using Google search, or using Youglish, but that can give you the word's pronunciation in context. If you are able to understand the meaning of the word without translating it, then it's best to do it while you are in the detailed mode. If the word is a noun, check if it's countable. You can even put a if it's countable, or some if it's uncountable. If it's a verb, check if it's transitive or intransitive. So this is called detailed reading. Sometimes reading a few sentences in the detailed mode is enough. Or maybe if you have a bit more free time, you can stop at some certain number of new words, or even reading, let's say 1 or 2 or 5 pages. It depends on your mindset of that day. When you're done, you're done. It's enough. Now it's time to switch to the second mode, which I call read and screw those words, I just want to read the book. I mean, just translate words that are important for the plot. Skip the words that don't feel important. It's time for a break. You now can read, you now can just enjoy the story. After hard work, after detailed reading. Yeah, go ahead. Come on, just read the book. Translate only words that are important for the plot. And that's it. Relax. Just read. You earned it. You deserved it. And when you're really tired, I suggest you put away the dictionary. Put your bookmark in the book. But read a little bit more. Just for fun. Just to enjoy the story. Just to get familiar with the plot. You know, it's quite enjoyable to read and not to translate anything. And it might be very beneficial, by the way. Don't worry, you will not miss anything. You will start reading next day from where you put the bookmark. But this time you can just enjoy reading without translating anything. It's quite enjoyable, really. You can even pretend to be a native speaker. Now, some of you don't have enough motivation to read because they picked a book at the wrong level. And some of you have too much motivation because every time they start reading, every reading session, they translate every goddamn word they come across Come on, stop it. You don't need to learn every single word from the book.
Don't do it again.
Don't worry, you will come across these words somewhere else, later, or in another book. Your motivation, your mental health, your body are more important than the number of words you learn every day. Whatever helps you read regularly is worth it. If you don't feel like reading today, just open the book, read one sentence, just one sentence. And if you're still not interested, just close the book and put it away. It's not your day, yeah, but you did well by just opening the book and translating one single word. And besides, appetite comes with eating. So the takeaway is find the book at your level and start reading from the detailed mode, then switch to the translate only important words mode, and then to reading for fun mode. Do whatever it takes to read regularly, even if it means to read just one sentence, but for example every day. Well, I hope you learned something interesting today. Please let me know in the comment below what you think about this technique, and subscribe to the channel if you want to learn more tricks and tips about learning English. Thank you for watching and see you next time.